Welcome to Braunhaven. We're going to be picking up where we left off last week. These guys, the party is, I guess, not entirely split, but Boorman.
Three ways.
Yes. Boorman again attempted to open the door to the tower in the Grand Vestibule and was teleported. He's now over on Smuggler's Cove in the pirate village of Pilotsville, while Mavis, Jackson, Dentri, and Peppermint are in the Grand Vestibule and kind of looking around. And where we last left off, let me look at my other map. So Mavis had found a lecture hall and had discovered a brooch of shielding in the lecture hall. And so that's kind of where we have left off. Excuse me, my allergies are killing me. Before we get started, we would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater, Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. Today, we would like to thank Speechless Bard. Speechless Bard makes leather products for your tabletop role-playing games, such as leather covers for your core rulebooks. She has, if you like to show off your geeky side, she has a line of leather bracelets with dice cutout shapes on them. She has a ton of stuff. One of the really cool things, she just recently posted a custom job that she had done, and it was a pink goth vampire theme, and she has this thing called the Spell Compendium, and it looks like a spell book. And when you open it, it is a dice tray and kind of a bifurcated so that you can hold cards. And on the inside of the cover, it is a magnetic spell slot tracker. Really cool. If you're going to order from her, and this is especially true if it is a gift idea, is that you will want to give yourself a little bit of time. She is over in the UK, and so it can take a little bit of time to cross the pond. I want to say that she was in Ireland, and it looks like, I can't confirm this, but it looks like her and her husband just moved possibly to London. So either way, they're over there in the UK, and it'll take a little bit of time to get over here. And of course, then you have to deal with customs. It's a cluster. We also have a merch store via Zazzle. We've got T-shirts and hoodies. The hoodies that we've got are black hoodies with a black and white portrait of the characters from today's game. I think the only one missing is Peppermint. I don't know, Peppermint. If you like your muscle mommy,
if she lives long enough.
Right, assuming that she lives long. I don't know. I mean, Peppermint, if you like muscle mommies, then maybe we'll have to do a Peppermint hoodie or T-shirt. But there is, a fleece blanket that comes in 3 sizes, and there's poster maps of the Braunhaven campaign, the world map. And the newest item is a Whiskey Rocks glass with the Greenwater logo on it. And there's also a beer stein that actually makes an excellent coffee mug. And 100% of the proceeds from that store go back into our channel, and that helps us pay for all the little nitpicky subscriptions that go into making this all happen, such as Roll20 Pro subscription, and of course the naturally the for the maps we've got Incarnate, and so there's a bunch of little things that it doesn't look like a whole lot. It's $4.99 here and $9.99 there, and then at the end of the month you're like, holy shit, I spent like $35. So that helps us cover that, and if you want to help us out, go get yourself a hoodie, and we appreciate everything you do. So there is a Labor Day sale for all of the Braunhaven books right now in PDF on DriveThruRPG. They 30% off through Labor Day, and that includes the 2 newest titles, which is the Mystical Sylvanas Forest. So if you want to learn about the elves and what's going on with them, That's the book. And then there is a tie-in adventure that goes with that called the Southbridge Murders, and all of that is included in the sale. And then there's also a free title that has gone up. It is Pay What You Want. It suggested price is $1.50, and I appreciate it if you do pay that, but it is available for free, and it is the Volspion Ranger class, which is a mix of the Ranger and the Beast Master from Old School Essentials and the Carcass Crawler zine, and I put them together and created the Volspion Ranger, and that's available for free. So you can go download that and grab the other titles. I mean, this is a good sale. And I am currently about 10 pages deep in just the background, the basic overview of Stagina, the Land of Ice and Plunder, which will be the next hardcover copy that will be coming out, and we'll have the adventure, the Tomb of Dom Razel, in it, and that it will be the next chapter of the Braunhaven overall campaign. I was going through it last night, and I can see the end of the first campaign coming up. So, I mean, certainly not in a hurry, because it takes time for me to write these. But it's looking like with including Stagina, it's like 3 more books, and the initial campaign will be pretty much at its end, which would be the point where we would be like, okay, now we these characters will then of course become background NPCs, and we're going to create new first level characters. And so, I don't know. It feels pretty good that I'm getting all the way towards the end. This has been a long campaign. So,
I had a girlfriend named Sagina in high school.
Did you now?
No, I really did, man. But her dad didn't like white guys, so it really didn't last very long.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was her. She was fun.
So, Brian, did you get your internet problems sorted? Are you?
Yeah, I'm in.
Nice. Okay, so we're gonna start with these guys in the Grand Vestibule, and so Mavis, you just discovered you kind of searched through this lecture hall. Where does Jackson and Dentri want to look? I believe where we left off, you guys decided that you were going to check out the this area because you have no idea where Boorman went. He just
we thought he maybe disappeared nearby.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know. What does Jackson and Dentri want to do? Where do you want to go?
I mean, Jackson is probably just following along right now because he's kind of like, what are we doing? And magic and
right?
Because not really his strength. And I mean, I think we're mostly just supporting Mavis as she was going about this thing, because we were like, we don't really understand. You guys are talking about those magic. Yeah, we were kind of just mostly supporting at this point, following along.
Okay.
Because Jackson, being mostly nature guy, doesn't read.
Right. Yeah, Jackson's illiterate. What about Peppermint? What she wanted to do? You got these 2 other rooms. Where'd my mouse go?
Yeah, I'll have Peppermint check out the south room.
Okay. So in the south room, there it is. Okay. So in the south room, Peppermint opens this door, and she sees that there is this oval-shaped, richly stained table, and there's bookshelves, all around, and or not bookshelves, wood shelves. There is bookshelves on the south wall, but there are these other shelves here and here and here that that hold a number of again jars of things. I don't. I mean, Peppermint's pretty smart. She would probably know that. She would recognize that these are probably arcane spell components. But on this large table in the room, kind of off center, um, she can see that the edge of the table is inscribed with arcane runes that are done with a gold inlay. And there is a large book sitting on the table.
Okay, I'll yell at Mavis because I know she has the helm of read languages and magic.
Okay.
In case she can read the runes.
Yeah, so Mavis can, of course, move. You guys are in your exploration movement rate. She can move over there. So this table, these runes that are inscribed on the table, are essentially they are like they're wards of protection. Um, the the book. Dun, dun, dun. What the fuck? Um, hold on. My screen's fucking out. Like, royally fucking out. Give me just a second. I'll be
I'm gonna grab something off my printer.
okay. I will be right back. There we go. That's better. Try this again. Okay. So this. Okay, so the book has essentially the book is descriptions of how to create and spells and it's theories, magical theories. But there are two spells in here, and there is a second level magic user spell that I'm sure will be something that Malachi will be interested in.
Or you want me to write it down then, or?
I mean, maybe. What?
I'll
I
put an
usually write
asterisk.
down the scroll.
You can write it down if you want. I just don't want. I don't want it to be one of those things where we get cool shit and nobody writes it down.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Well, but I also don't know what else I'm gonna do with it. So I'm gonna write it down. We're gonna get back, and then I'm gonna give it to you, and then you're gonna write it down. So if
okay, yeah,
we just
that
want
way.
to save some time, you can go
Yeah.
for it.
Well, the god of record keeping will be appeased if we do keep double records
That's
for this
true.
one item.
That
Yeah,
is true. Yes. So there are two spells in here. The first spell is a second level spell. And of course, I believe Mavis has the Helm of Read Languages and Magic. And
Mhm.
it. Where did it go? I just had it. I believe it's a second. Yes. So the first spell is Acid Arrow.
That's an illusionary spell.
No, it's a magic user spell.
Oh, just thought you hit somebody with acid, they'll start hallucinating and
Right.
things.
Not that kind of acid.
Right.
Well, yeah, okay. That's disappointing.
But Acid Arrow is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, it hits you every turn, don't it?
Yeah, it's gonna cause it's gonna cause anguish for a little bit. Waiting. There we go. So here is Acid Arrow.
30 feet's not good. 2d4.
Yep, deals 2d4 damage, and then over the next following round, it will deal an additional 2d4 damage each round, plus 1 round for every 3 levels of the caster. So, yeah, this is so. In order to this isn't like Magic Missile where it just auto hits. The caster has to make a ranged spell attack. So it's a d20 plus the caster's dexterity bonus, but they get a +1 because it's a magical acid arrow, and they basically throw this thing like a dart, and it's made of acid. The other spell, hold on here. The other spell, and I know that he will like this one too. This one is, I believe, 3rd level. Yes, this is a 3rd level spell. Minute Meteors.
That was a magic
That looks
user one
fun.
too.
These are both magic user spells, yes. So these are basically mini fireballs, and you basically create a number of these, and there's a trick to this. So essentially, the magic user who's casting this has to remember how many of these he's thrown, because if he forgets and misnumbers the number that are remaining, then he loses all of them, because that means he lost concentration on the spell. This is one of Gary Gygax's little gotchas.
You can call forth as many as you have levels.
Right.
And then you can shoot one of them. You got to make that hit attack with the ranged attack.
Right.
But you can shoot once per round with the son of a bitches, and they do.
And each one does 1d6 damage.
Yeah.
And I know exactly where the mental count came in, because he played with his son, and I can just imagine in my head that at some point, he got sick of the kid's shit because he was getting outsmarted here, and he's like, okay, well, how many of those do you have left? And the kid's like, I forgot. And he's like, okay, then fuck you lost all of them. I know that has to be where it came from, right? So.
I support that completely, because you're not going to hit me with 13, okay?
Right.
You're not hitting me with 13.
right. Yeah, exactly. So that is what you find in this room, and you guys can pretty much determine that this was like a magical research lab, laboratory, as it were. What do you guys want to do next? You still got one room here, and then of course there's a spiral staircase that leads up to the 2nd floor.
I'm gonna ask Jackson to do like a tracking check around the door. I mean, it appeared magical, but I don't really know for sure, I guess. And
So the door to the
checking
tower?
it. Yeah, where he
Okay.
disappeared from.
Yeah.
If there's like anything to be learned from that.
Sure. Jackson can go ahead and make a tracking check if that's what he wants to do.
Oh,
Which
fine,
is
I'll be
like, there's no
useful.
point.
Gotta watch. Camera's gonna make you do something. Fucking around.
I know
Man.
exactly what happened.
So, yeah, that's a pretty solid roll. You've got like what, a 70% chance, or some?
I think it's 70. There are caveats, like if there's like lots of other tracks and stuff like that.
Right. So,
But I still hit it no matter what because I'm way under.
so there are other tracks, and even taking that into account, they say like if there's multiple tracks, that's like negative 50%, but there's not that many multiple tracks. So you were able to find, obviously you watched it happen, so you were able to find where Boorman was standing, and you can see in the dust on the floor that he's just gone. You also are able to determine where he was standing, and this happened previously, because this is the second time he's gotten teleported. However, in your tracking check, you do see much older set of tracks that lead from the spiral staircase to the door, and it in your search, it looks like somebody was able to open the door and walked through it.
So it's possible to go through that, we know.
Right, that's what you've determined. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Jackson. That's good information.
Here's the kicker for that, though. You don't see any tracks coming back out.
Okay, so if you enter, you don't leave it that way or at all, one or the other.
Well, that's probably Tandalus's tracks.
Is the last one to go through the door?
Well, the legend has he went in there and he never came out.
Right.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, the legend is that he went in and nobody knows if he's dead or he disappeared. Nobody knows, because the common layman, the peasant of the Braunhaven region, he's a magic user, man. And not only that, but he's not just a magic user. It is said that he is an avatar of the new gods. And so, you're talking about, as a child, Tassadantulus was already, reading and casting spells by like the age of 6. So he is an avatar of the gods.
And he's evidently he's a tricksy motherfucker because he's laid this bullshit out. We're supposed to have the fucking key, but we don't know how to use it, or we don't know what the fuck.
This is going to probably trigger a memory for a lot of people. Once you get inside, but and not to really give any spoilers, but there was an AD&D adventure way back in the day, and I believe I'd have to go through my library, but because I have it. I believe it was called Mordenkainen's Tower, and it was a really, really fucked up module because it was essentially, the whole thing was designed to split the party, and so that was where I got the ideas for Tassadantulus' tower. A lot of it, that and Doctor Who.
Okay.
And a lot of alcohol and maybe a little pot. But yeah, there's a lot of this kind of shit in here. So you have what's left in here. You've got this room, and then of course the spiral staircase.
Let's check out the remaining room. I'll open the door and maybe so.
Okay. So you open this door, and the first thing that immediately, as you open the door, there's like flashes, almost like strobe, not in a rhythm or a pattern, but everybody that's outside the room can see these flashes of light, and there is a summoning circle in the northwest corner that is ringed with arcane circle or symbols, and they are pulsing with a red glow, and randomly lightning will streak out from the center and strike at the walls. There is also another one of these lab tables, richly stained and ringed with arcane symbols and gold inlay, and on the table rests a vampire hunter's case that is open. And there are 4 silver-tipped stakes, 4 vials of holy water, and a gold holy symbol of Octus.
That's not foreboding.
And next to this case, there is a puzzle box. On the shelves in this room, there are a number of arcane tools, instruments, things that would be compasses and sextants and all sorts of stuff that would be used in magical research. But next to this open vampire hunter's case is this puzzle box.
So we should all try and solve it, probably.
So to solve it will require 4 successful intelligence ability checks. It is quite the intricate box.
Okay.
And you can work together on it.
Right. I think what we should do is have one of the slower characters roll until they get the first one, and then hand it over to Peppermint. I think
So we should start with
maximize.
Jackson and then go to Dentri and then to you two, because Jackson is definitely not the best.
Whoever can get the first roll.
If not, take it back to the book of to the room of studies.
Oh yeah, there's.
It wouldn't fuck Alora or Malachi up to take. They just have to put 8 hours a day into the studying and can't do any heavy adventuring.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their downtime for especially for magical stuff is downtime. I mean that they're not able to do anything else. I knew I was missing something. So what are you doing with the? Are you just stowing the puzzle box?
We're having the less smart characters and get the first successful roll, and then hand it over to Peppermint.
Okay.
Peppermint's pretty smart.
Is Peppermint going to try and open it, or is she just holding on to it?
She's going to try and open it. She has intelligence of 16. I think that's the highest of anybody that's on the floor right now.
The hooker is the smartest one in the room.
Well, she spent a lot of time studying certain arts.
She had a life before that. She had a life. You don't know how she came to be in that. Maybe she made a bad deal. We do have to give her a backstory at some point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. She is level 4, so she's seen some shit and some things.
Okay.
Okay. So. Okay. So Peppermint can go ahead and make a intelligence ability check. The first one.
Well, I have to get 4 in a row, right?
Correct. So it's kind of like it's kind of like if you were doing a Rubik's cube. So you do the first move. If you do the first and second move, and then you fuck up the third move, you got to start all over.
I was thinking if one of the less smart characters could get the first roll, then I only have to make 3 in a row, and that seems a bit more likely. I'm just waiting for somebody. Like, okay, I'll
That's
have Mavis
true,
go.
because if they fuck up the first, if you fuck up the first one,
Mavis got a nat 20, so she hands it to Jackson.
oh shit! So yeah, Mavis probably just looked at it and she's like, I don't know what this is. She doesn't even move anything.
Here we go with. We're gonna go for dumb puzzle luck. Since it's not reading, I might get dumb puzzle luck on this.
Yeah.
Let's go for dumb puzzle luck. Nope.
Okay.
Okay, Dentri, your turn.
Dumb puzzle luck.
Run.
Damn.
Jesus.
Okay.
So it's all on her. So she had 1
Nope.
or 2 fails.
Okay, so success, fail, fail, success. Let's try 3 more, I guess. Really wrestling with this.
Yeah, she'd need to make another 3. Oh, look at that. Okay.
Okay, we did it. Holy shit.
Okay. Hold on here.
She likes
I will go
puzzles.
back to this.
Yes, so damn.
Oh, I looked at the wrong thing. I was like, what was I doing here?
What was the name of that tower you just mentioned a second ago?
Mordenkainen's tower, I believe. It might have been called something else, but yeah, that was a really messed up adventure. Here we go. And it is... So inside the puzzle box, you find a small stone about the size of the tip of your thumb, and it is a dusty rose prism. So, you know, like you would, like you would see hanging from like a chandelier. It's you know, it's about that size, maybe a little smaller.
Anybody know what it is?
I mean, whoever. I mean, she's Peppermint's got the box in her hand that she's just opened. She can make another intelligence ability check and probably figure it out.
Or we got it.
Okay, this is a Ioun stone, and it is the Dusty Rose Ioun stone that gives a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Oh, wow. That's pretty great.
So essentially, when you like the one that Dentri had that was making him sick, his was a periapt, but Ioun stones, you toss them up and it will float around your head, and you can have multiples of these. And this one gives a +1, so it would reduce your armor class by 1 and give you a +1 bonus to all saving throws. So I don't know who wants that.
I would like it.
I don't trust those floaty things. Keep that away from me.
So yeah, you could if Mavis wants it, or I guess or Peppermint in this case. You could just put it down as a Dusty Rose Ioun stone, +1 to AC and saving throws.
Okay, I added it. That's pretty great. Yeah, so,
Now, what
I see. Okay, yeah, that was pretty great.
What I was
I think Mavis
doing.
might want some of this vampire hunting shit, though. There's 3 tip steaks, is that right?
There are there are 4 silver tipped stakes, 4 vials of holy water, and a gold holy symbol of Octus.
Dentri's like, is that drinking water? I'm kind of thirsty.
I don't know. How good have you been?
So if you were a cleric and Octus was the god that you are a cleric of, so something to keep in mind about gold holy symbols is that they give you a +1 bonus to turning attempts. So if you don't already have a gold holy symbol for whatever god that you're following, that might be something that you would want to look into in the future, because you do get a bonus to your turning attempts. Although Mavis hasn't really had any problems with turning attempts. She's pretty much knocked it out of the park every time. So
yeah, but this gives me an idea. So I'll probably use some coins or something and melt them down and make my holy symbol gold next time I get a chance to.
That's an excellent idea. Cool. Yeah.
I guess we're heading up the stairs because there's not a whole lot else to do, is there?
So this is interesting. Yeah, this is quite interesting. So there are 3 of these. And here again, I don't believe I have anything specifically for this. I mean, no. Yeah. Sorry, I'm setting this up here. This was a rando. Right. So the door to the tower opens, and stepping out into the hall are 3 trolls. And before I do that, I need to decide, how do they feel about you?
Librarian, just let them in.
So Mavis, Jackson, and Dentri and Peppermint need to roll a d6. So Brian, which one got the 1?
Jackson.
So Jackson is actually surprised for once.
Right? Like,
And then what did Mavis and Peppermint get?
Mavis got a 5 and Peppermint got a 1.
So Peppermint is also surprised.
Okay.
And everybody can roll. The trolls are not surprised, but they are rather unsure about what to do here. Everybody can roll initiative. Hold on here. Let me take care of them, and I will throw you guys up here. There you go. You guys can put in your initiatives.
Oh yes.
Mhm.
Okay. So Dentri, you see these trolls come and kind of step in, and they see you guys. They're not particularly surprised to see you, but the trolls kind of look at one another like, what are we gonna do? They're kind of looking at each other. So what does Dentri want to do?
Oh goodness. I mean, I kind of look at the party like, we doing this?
Yeah, I mean,
We're doing this. Okay, we're doing this. Then
I guess so.
Dentri's just gonna rush the closest one and go for it.
okay. Do some quick math. Got to do the maths. Okay.
You have to math?
I have to math.
What new math are you mathing?
I gotta do the Common Core. Okay, so you can go ahead and make your attack.
I want to know what you were mathing.
I was adding up XP.
Oh, okay.
So,
Soft 20?
soft 20. So you're Thaco 14, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you hit.
It's like it's hard for me to not hit when I get that high.
Yeah.
Well, if your THACO's 14, that means anytime you break 17 is an automatic hit.
Pretty much,
Unless
yeah.
there's other
Yeah,
factors
the
involved.
lowest you can get is -3.
Right.
So, yeah. So, I mean...
Unless there's other factors, of course,
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But...
So...
13 damage?
Damn. So you... What kind of sword is Dentri using?
The bastard sword that has the whole, like, shapeshifter thing attached?
Right. So trolls aren't shapeshifters, but you swing and cut this troll pretty much wide open, and he is bleeding out a bunch, but he is not dead yet. The troll. So I have to.
Mavis isn't down there anymore.
Interesting. Hold on here.
Disappeared Mavis, huh?
I will.
Yeah, must have touched the door.
Oh, Mavis has
Oh.
got that fucking flame strike. Don't take her out of the rotation.
Right. Yeah.
And the healing spells.
And the
fucking-
acid arrow.
And the hammers.
Who's got the acid arrow?
The scroll.
I have the scrolls of it. Okay, let me
There you go.
put my messages in the thing. Okay.
Okay. So the troll. Shit. He got
Yeah.
2 talent attacks and a bite attack with Thaco 13.
Bring it, bitch! Bring it!
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty high Theco shit.
Yes.
Fire.
So if he gets a 16, he's hitting.
So the first Talon. That is a,
No soup for you.
no, that's not going to do it. That hits AC 7. So he misses with his first Talon, second Talon.
I mean, I did just slash him pretty hard with a sword, you know.
That's true. He misses with the second Talon, and then he's going to do a bite. Are you for fucking real? I mean,
He's got stumbled, man. This is what
Yeah.
happened. Fucking
I
Dentri's
did
an
just like hit him
imposing
for max
motherfucker.
damage.
that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
The dice
So-
no. Dice no.
He does nothing. This troll movement 40. Okay, so this troll 5, 10, 15, and this troll, well, $15, $20, $25, and this one 5, 10, 15, 20. So this other troll is going to do the same to Dentri. 2 talons and a bite. This is ass-tarted.
Closer.
Well, he hits 0. I don't. What is Dentri's AC?
-3. I thought you said they had a Theco of 13. Oh, he's got other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
He has to roll a 15 to hit me.
yeah, that ain't gonna do it. And then a bite. Fuck me running. Okay. So
Oh, I'll try.
he misses this troll in the
If
back.
only those were ability rolls, you know, you'd have been nailing them.
Right. And so this one's gonna go and swing on Jackson. There we go.
Ow.
Yeah, that hits. And then
Yeah.
so Jackson is gonna take 6 points of damage.
Ow. Have we
Second-
healed at any point? Because I just realized I'm still low on hit points.
Probably not yet. What is Jackson's AC?
-1.
Okay, so he misses with the second talent, and then he's going to try and bite. Nat
Ow.
20 is going to do it.
Fudge.
No.
And that's going to be 10 points of damage. From the
Jackson is hurting because somehow I haven't healed. How have I not healed? What's going on here?
Mavis, what would you like to do?
I saw Jackson get hurt.
Yeah, Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Jackson just got chomped on by this troll. Like he's got
Okay.
bite marks all on his shoulder and shit.
We'll do a cure serious wound. Let's see what we get here.
Walking around bloodied up, haven't healed in like 4 days.
We get 8 back.
8? Sweet. How many days have passed since we like last did stuff? Because I feel like I should have had some healing.
I don't
We have
know.
I think we had one night.
Probably probably one night. So you can get back 1d3 plus your Constitution modifier and hit points.
Okay, I was like, there has to have been some rest that I missed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would think. I mean, a whole bunch of shit happened. I mean, like
1 whopping hit point.
1 plus your con modifier.
1.
One.
I have no con modifier.
Yeah, I mean, with
One
Boorman lighting
whopping-
the hotel on fire and
Oh yeah, that.
Well, that didn't cause any combat, though.
no, there wasn't combat. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
even
That
if
was a
multiple
peaceful
days had
burn.
gone by, it's not like you would have a really good rest. So Mavis slaps a heel on Jackson. Peppermint is surprised. Jackson is surprised. We are back to Dentri. What would Dentri like to do?
So I need fire or acid to be able to actually kill this guy, right?
He is a troll, yeah. So this guy.
Oh man, acid might not even work. To be honest with you, you might have to do flame. But I mean,
Yeah, fire and acid, they
acid-
cannot regenerate damage from those sources. The only way, and that is the only way to permanently kill a troll.
The torches in the room like magical fire, or they appear to be like regular?
It doesn't matter. And
Okay.
trolls also have
Because there's torches all over.
Yeah, trolls also have a fear of fire. So the torches that are around here, they're not really torches. They are, well, they are torches, but they're not. That's not real fire. They generate no heat. They're basically torches with a continual light spell permanently cast upon them. They look like flickering.
Better to
fire.
take them down and have them have to heal than have them up. So I'll worry about the fire part after somebody's downed.
Yeah, yeah. So you want to attack the guy that you swung on previously?
Absolutely.
All right.
Did I just roll a 1? Oh no, that was for the healing. Okay.
Yeah, no, you rolled a 5.
10. I rolled a 5 plus 5, 10. Had a THAC0 14. So I can hit
That hit.
AC4, is it?
Yeah, that hit.
Sweet. Yeah.
For another 6
Not
points.
quite the whopping damage, but you know.
So
damage better than no damage.
Dentri brings up that bastard sword and cuts him again. This time gets him on the outside of his thigh and opens up his leg pretty badly. The troll is. These two are going to. They're all going to rinse and repeat. So, 2 on Dentri, 1 on Jackson. The first.
Oh, I should have attacked the one that was attacking Jackson. It would have given him negatives. Shit.
That is true. He hit -1, so that is a miss. Or rather, it glances off of Dentri's shield.
That's a hit.
That is a hit with a second talon for 5 points of damage. And then he's going to try and bite. Let me double check the bite. Nope. He doesn't have to do anything special. He just gets to bite. Oof. Well, at least it wasn't a 1. He misses.
that was dancing around some numbers.
Yes, second troll, first talon.
Ow.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
4 points of damage, and then second talon. -2. He just narrows.
Miss.
He just rakes across your armor on your chest, and then he's gonna try and bite, and just bone that. He bites your shield. The one
I'm
in the back,
okay with that.
The one in the back's gonna attack Jackson with, and he's gonna probably miss. He hits AC 5. Yeah, no. And then, no, that's dismal. And then he's going to bite. Ooh.
That'll do it.
That one, he bites in the same spot again for, this time, 2 points of damage.
Oof. Believe me, I'm happy it was only 2.
He chipped a tooth the first time he bit you, and so it's not as bad. Mavis, what would you like to do?
I want to know if Flame Strike will hurt Dentri since he's right in the middle, or
Dentri doesn't care.
So Flame Strike. Let me find.
I think it's an area of effect.
What level is it?
It's a 5th level spell.
Okay. There's my cleric spells. So I don't believe that it would hurt him, and I will tell you why. So you can cast it up to 60 feet away. It creates a column of golden fire that hits a 5-foot radius area. That would be a 10-foot diameter. Yeah, I guess it would hit Jackson and Dentri.
Okay. I don't want to. It's really strong. I don't want to
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah, that might actually
How much
drop
damage does
Jackson.
it do?
It is 1d6 damage
Oh.
per level of the cleric. There is a save versus
Five
spells for
d6?
half damage, though.
That's like not.
I'd have to break a 14. Or no, I'd have to break a 12.
That only give you half anyway. So guess I'll get
Save
in
it.
between.
Just tell me to get the hell out of the way next turn, and I'll move, and then you can go right after me and do it next turn.
Okay, I'll yell at him to move, but I'll just do a regular attack
Okay.
with a warhammer.
So, since it's a 5-foot radius, yeah,
Still hit the
5-foot
back.
radius area, if you dropped one right here, you would get 2 trolls in one shot.
Yeah, if she hit it right where I am, she'd get all 3.
Right.
Oh well, but I'd also get you. So
I know.
I don't want you to die. Does 11 hit?
That is a very good question. 11. What's your THAC0? 17?
Yes.
So no, it
Okay.
connects, but he blocks with his forearm. What would Peppermint like to do?
Oh, do her first attack of the game. So
Did we give her any good gear?
just a regular sword, I think.
Oh shit! I could have given her a weapon. I was
Aw.
saying that before to give her a weapon.
So
Okay.
Peppermint misses.
That can work.
Oh, I thought I gave her a +2 battle axe that was in the bag of shit I have to deal with.
Okay, that's where the +2 comes from. All right,
Well,
because I do have a.
before we decide on that, let me double check something. She is a half orc. Yeah, she can use any weapon. So yeah, if you want to give her a +2 battle axe, you know.
I took it off our list of shit that I have to deal with.
Yeah, I
so-
mean that still only makes that a 6, but yeah,
What is the damage on a battle axe?
it is
8d8.
and it is a 2-handed weapon. So she wouldn't be able to use her
No
shield.
shield.
So her AC would go up by 1.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I mean that would do 1d8 +2 plus your strength modifier. So that ain't nothing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I missed, but
All right,
I showed
Jackson.
loyalty for the group.
Jackson, you want some payback?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a little bit of payback, and then I'm gonna actually hide a little bit because I'm hurting.
Yeah. So you want to do
A fighting withdrawal.
Fighting
I'm gonna
withdrawal.
hit, and then I'm gonna do a fighting withdrawal.
Yep.
Actually, no. I'm gonna. Shit. No. Yeah, I got to do it this way because. Yeah, this is the way it has to be. I ain't hit shit
No, you whiffed it completely.
because I'm hurting so bad.
And then where does Jackson want to go to?
Shit. How many hit points does Peppermint have?
Fuck, I don't know. 15.
Jackson's gonna stay because Peppermint becomes a target if he moves, and she is a little bit squishy still.
Okay. All right.
That's sweet.
Dentri, what would you like to do?
All right, Dentri is gonna switch targets to the one that is going after Jackson.
Okay.
In hopes that he then gets disadvantages on any attacks that he tries to make in the future.
Yeah, he would be at -2.
And the other two already engaged in these, so that doesn't change.
Right.
So hopefully that helps when the time comes.
That is going to hit.
Dentri moving out of the way like he's supposed to.
Oof. Ouch.
He is, as soon as he finishes this attack, yeah.
So,
Oh, okay, cool.
yeah, Dentri turns around and opens up the back of this troll with a big gash. And now all 3 of them are technically engaged with Dentri, or they suffer a -2 to hit on anybody else.
Dentri is gonna tell Peppermint, you're in the wrong, you need to move and kind of like move towards her.
Okay.
So
Tackler.
just
Okay.
huh?
Tackler,
Yeah, I'm gonna
your
push her.
orcs.
Does
You
she
can make it.
resist? Does she resist the push?
No.
Not really,
I mean,
but you know,
you know, if
Then
you want
I'm
to
gonna
shove her,
occupy her square and push her. Yeah, I'm
just
gonna move
shove
where
me
she
out
is
of the
and
way.
hopefully, yeah.
I'll fall over. It's okay.
Is that enough for your flame strike to then be able to do what it's got to do?
I think so.
I would
Yeah, at
say
least-
yes, it would,
All
because
right, cool.
Okay.
you're basically, if she hits here, it's going to go out 5 feet, here, here, and here, and here.
Sweet.
The trolls.
And at least now we've got a little bit of a wall here, so they can't come after anybody easily. How nice of them to get closer.
Yes. Yeah.
Group hug.
All 3 of them are going to try to beat up on Dentri.
Oh,
First,
dude.
This could go very badly for Dentri if they
so
decide to
that's
start.
going to be 6 claw attacks.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We should have ran.
That's a miss. That's a miss. Fuck. That's a miss. That's a miss. Are you for real?
Come on. Come on.
And that just scrapes off your armor.
Uh-huh.
And then 3 bites. Ah! That's a miss. Fuck me.
You break a tooth.
Yeah, this guy, he tries. You know what? Rather than having him drop prone, he, with his nat 1, he over.
No, that was the first bite attack because you were 1 short on your sword attacks. I counted. You were 1 short.
Right.
I don't want to short you an attack.
Right.
Being honest.
There's 1 bite attack left, but
no, there's 2 bite attacks left. You were 1 short on your sword. You only did 5 sword attacks.
Oh.
I went back and checked the rolls. You were short 1.
So this guy, he overreaches, and Dentri gets a free attack on him at +2.
Okay. Oh, at +2.
Yeah.
We like +2.
That's gonna hit for another 8. Okay. So basically, he overreaches, and Dentri just runs him through. So let's see. He's got 2 more bite attacks. Miss, and this is bullshit. I'm switching colors.
I feel that.
Okay. I mean, I didn't do, let's see, 6, 7, 8. That was 9 attacks that didn't hit anything. So, okay.
I mean, in my defense, that you do have to get a 16 or higher.
That's true. That's true. Mavis, what would you like to do?
My 1 is almost go for the day.
Yeah, you could drop it right here and get all 3 of them.
Yes, I'll burn all the trolls. I hate them. They're gross.
They are, yeah, trolls are pretty gross. So, let's see. They need to make a save versus spells for half, which means they have to roll a 14 or higher. No! They are going to eat all of it. So it's 1d6 per level.
Okay.
It's what, 8d6 damage?
Yeah.
And fuck these trolls.
Pretty
And
much.
it's golden fire from heaven. It's beautiful.
This is the best kind of fire, really.
That's part of flame and roasted trolls in
Holy
your...
shit! 35 points of damage. That's 5 more than this guy's got. This guy, he's just turned to ash. And this guy is also a crispy critter.
And Peppermint goes, holy shit!
Yeah, I'm sure Peppermint is like, whoa!
Don't fuck with her!
Sweet Jeebus! And so...
Welcome to the party, Peppermint!
Yeah, so... Yeah, Mavis drops a flame strike and just incinerates all 3 of these trolls. This was not their lair, and so these trolls weren't carrying anything, and probably wouldn't have anything left after that. Everything they were carrying. I mean, trolls just tromp around naked, anyways. I mean, unless you're in their lair, you're not going to get any treasure from them. We will come back to you. So from here, where do you want to go up the stairs?
The
Probably. We're going to
door's
spare a
open
moment
still,
to think
right?
about Boorman, too, though.
I'm sorry, what was your question, Wes?
The door is still open, right? The locked door that
No,
we're trying to go to?
the after they came through, one round after they came through, the doors automatically closed on their own.
That sucks dick.
So you guys are going up to the second floor, right? I'll just...
Yeah, and Mavis says, I sure hope Boorman's okay.
And with that, we will switch to Boorman. Oh, there you are. So Boorman, as soon as seeing this, went invisible. So this ship here, and I need to actually look at this ship. First of all, demos. That's page 184 for Pilotsville. And that'll be number 1. So these are the beachside docks. So Boorman, you're seeing that. I mean, Pilotsville is actually kind of nice. White sand beaches. The sand is a very fine sand, and interspersed throughout that, you see a lot of seashells and whatnot. And there are these wood docks that have been lashed together with rope and guy lines from rigging from ships. And there is this small sailing ship, and that was what I wanted to look up. Is that might be in the player's tab? Vehicles. Here we go. Water vessels. So this is a small sailing ship. It's good for coastal waters, and it can even go on the open sea. Length is probably about 60 feet. Beam is 20 feet, and it's got about a 5-foot draft. So theoretically, this thing could even go up rivers. But it is a sailing ship, so it's not like it's not like a galley where there's oars. So going upriver would probably be a little bit difficult, depending on wind and whatnot, because it does move strictly by sail. But I mean, it has it has a single mast. I suppose it could probably be operated by one person, but it would probably be difficult, because I mean you're probably at least 2 people would be the best, because somebody's going to have to one person is going to have to steer, and one person is going to have to adjust the sail and whatnot. So I would think probably 2 people.
Okay.
But so when Boorman popped into existence here, there were a number of people around here. Let's see. You popped in at number 4. What is number 4? So this building here is an armory and guardhouse, and up on the 2nd floor, you see that there is, quarters for probably whoever's in charge of the watch or in charge of, whatever military presence is here. And you can see that there is an iron banded. There was an iron banded wood door that led in here, and but when you popped into existence, this building is a brothel made of mud brick and timber construction. There's a exterior staircase that leads up to the roof. And you can see that it looks like there's a private room on the top. And then this building here is actually, double check this, but I mean, I created it, right? Yes, this building here is an inn. Inn / tavern, probably more tavern than inn, but it would be the location that pirates and whatnot that don't live here in Pilotsville, this village, would stay here, or to get a drink and probably move on from there. If they probably would get tired of sleeping in the hammocks in the cargo hold of their ship, so they would probably stay here. When you popped into existence, a number of hookers from the brothel and a number of people from outside the inn saw you just suddenly appear in a flash of light. And then, of course, you put on your ring, so you disappeared. And so there is not necessarily a hue and cry, but there are a number of people that are kind of concerned about this. I wouldn't, maybe concerned isn't necessarily the right term, but they're like, what the fuck? They're looking around. These 2 bonfires are so these are essentially a bit of a shanty town, and there's a number of sailcloth or tents made out of sailcloth, and that have been set up, kind of like a transient kind of shanty town kind of thing, and you can tell just by looking at these that originally the thought into this was that the shanty town was going to be a temporary thing, but it has kind of lived on past its initial purpose, and there are these 2 large bonfires, and that there are a number of individuals standing around. They cooking, roasted boar or deer, some fish, things of that nature. They're cooking these on these large bonfires, and they didn't really notice you, but now that some of the hookers from the brothel and some of the individuals from the Pilotsville Inn are kind of pointing and murmuring and talking. Now these individuals around these bonfires are kind of looking around too, as you have made your way to the docks. What would Boorman like to do?
Well, I mean, I've looked at the boat, and I realized I have 0 chance of doing this by myself. So I guess I'm going to go back into the area. All these buildings look occupied.
Yeah,
in use of some sort.
Yeah, it is quite not heavily populated, but it is quite the busy little town that the pirates here have kind of set up. And as I had said before, down here you see that there is a wide set of steps. Almost looks like the stairs that would lead to the top of a temple. and they're pretty immaculately set up, kind of like a white marble set of stairs, and they go up, and then the prettiness of the construction stops, and there is this narrow, sometimes only as wide as like 3 feet, little gravelly trail that winds its way up around this mountain up to the top, where there is a fortress at the top of these mountains.
Well, the fortress is where the gold is. And gold buys friends.
That is certainly true.
You know, I really want to go to a place that's private. I think I just kind of want to come down and hit this beach and just kind of, head off to the east, past, this encampment and the way up there. I want to see if I can find a place that's a little private.
Okay, so indeed. Come on, there we go. So here, this is of course is the entire island of Smuggler's Cove. I need to find another map.
I'm in this one here, I guess, right? Or am I in this one? I'm in this one.
Yeah, you're in this area here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm trying to get off into these woods.
Right.
Be great.
So you head over to, and let me put you down here so that I know where you are at. There we go. So you make it over kind of to the eastern side of the island, and over here you can see that there is originally there was a dock here, and there is a ship that has capsized and is laying on its side, partially in the water and partially buried in the sand of the beach. And you can see that the dock here is in pretty poor shape. Clearly, the denizens of the island don't really use this dock very much, having opted instead to use their own docks on the west side of the island.
Cool. Does everything appear pretty secluded? There's people not around here, right? Are these?
You see You see that there are a couple of tents in the forest closer to the docks, but it's fairly uninhabited.
Wonderful. I want to use the magic mirror to scry to the room. Well, first, I want to pull out a piece of parchment and write a note in common saying where I am. I'm on Smuggler's Cove Island, and in a few days, or at the end of the 7-day period where Alora and Malachi finish their projects.
Uh-huh.
I will tell them I will open a portal, and if they could come get me and help me sail this boat, I will take that time to scout this place out and see about getting us underpants to sell.
Okay. So you kind of write out this note, and
Yeah.
and you pass it through the mirror to the private room.
Right. I'm gonna drop it right there on the bed where, in the room that Alora and Malachi study in.
Okay.
So, it'll be like, and then I'll tell them that, when I left, that all the others were there at the library in the university district, attempting to enter the tower.
Right.
What we're doing, but I'm safe and I'm alive. And when you see everybody, tell them where I am.
Okay. All right. So you go ahead and you pass this note. What would you like to do next?
I want to go look at these 3 tents that are
Okay.
there on the other side and poke about. I
So
I'll start with
these
that.
3 tents.
Kind of in this area here, so
So
I guess.
these 3 tents, there are of these 3 tents, only one of them is occupied, and the individual that's in here is human. He's a ragamuffin. He does not look like he's doing well, and you estimate that perhaps this guy was cast out of Pilotsville for whatever reason.
Well, I guess I'm gonna walk in there and be like, well, I'll turn myself visible,
Okay.
and I'll wait like 10 minutes, so I can turn back to invisible when I want.
Okay.
And then I will go in and approach the guy and be like, "You look to be outcast. Perhaps you should tell me why."
So you're looking at this guy. So initially, when you looked at him, you assumed that he was human. He's got the overall average build of a human, but when you look at him more closely, you realize that he has pointed ears. He's a half elf, and he says, "Yeah, I was not. I pissed off the wrong people. Just put it that way."
Well, I'm looking for a way off the island. Perhaps we could commandeer that sailboat and take it over to the port. And then, you help me, I help you, and then, if we get to the port, we could part ways if we wanted.
So
Perhaps we team up. I have a bunch of friends.
So he tells you, he says, "Wow." He's like, "Yeah, I kind of like that idea." He says, "But he goes, if we steal that boat, if we take that small ship, it's really gonna piss off Lord Valius Garum."
I'm okay with that.
So Valius is the current, I guess you could call him the current pirate king, and he lives up here in the fortress, Fort Weimar. And he's like,
well, I mean,
if you take that ship, man, he's probably going to come looking for us.
I'm okay with that. I have full confidence that me and my companions, if he comes our way, we can handle that.
He says, "Yeah, I would be down for it." How do you want to get to the ship? I mean, they don't. I'm not well liked in Pilotsville, and he's like, so we probably want to wait until nightfall if we're gonna do it.
I'm fine with doing things at night.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, we'll probably want to wait till nightfall. Let me take a look, just out of curiosity. What is his? Is he just a half elf?
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, he's got 2 first level spell slots.
Yeah.
You can detect secret doors. He has infravision. Pretty much that's it, huh? Okay. Yeah, this is why half elves were so great, because they are a perfect fighter magic user is what they are. Well, so are elves, but
yeah.
So yeah, he yeah, he likes that idea. He offers to have you kind of join him, and he builds a little fire. He's like, "Oh, I've got some dried fish," and he offers to break bread with you while you wait for nightfall.
I have some wine that I just so happen to steal from the local hooker queen in the in town,
Even better.
and some cheese.
Excellent. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
you kind of wait it out.
Yeah.
And
What is this person's name? I am Boorman. I am.
you know, I think you told me, didn't you?
Yeah, Phineas Leaf.
Yeah. So he introduced himself as Phineas Leaf, and
Yeah.
he basically he says he's not really cut out for the pirate lifestyle. Evidently, would be probably the best way to describe it.
Well, if it just he was thoroughly generated randomly, but he happens to be lawful, so
Yeah,
that might be part of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted him to essentially be a mobile artillery platform because of his magic abilities, and the first trip out, he refused to do what they asked him to do because he didn't want to attack, uh, just common people that were just going about their business, and so they basically kicked him out of Pilotsville.
Has he ever been in the fortress?
Yes, he has, and he has met Lord Valius. He also tells you there is a legend that he's not sure. He tells you that down here on this end of the island, there is this valley between these two ridges, and it is known as Frisia's Valley. Frisia is, and let me double check this. Frisia three. She is a goddess, and this valley is named after her. She is the goddess of elemental air, also known as the Great Wind Mother, and this valley is named after her. And it is said that somewhere in Frisia's Valley, he heard that there is a hidden cave that the pirates talk about. This cave leads to a treasure of incalculable wealth.
And you've not gone down and looked?
He says, I did try to go down and look, and he says, I didn't find anything. He says, the other thing about Frisia's Valley, he says that there are these weird rabbits that live there.
Rabbits.
Yeah, he describes them as these large rabbits that come in very strange colors. They're white, pink, yellow. Some have light green fur, and they have a single either gold or black unicorn horn coming off of their head.
Well, I do have an important mission to get back into town, but God, untold wealth and rabbits, horny rabbits. I might like to go check that out. If you're interested, maybe we'll find an alternative method to getting back to the Imperial Port, where I can rejoin my friends.
And he does tell you, he says that at the base of this fortress, so the fortress actually has a spiral staircase that goes down into the mountain, and it comes out into a cave on the western side of this island. And in this cave is basically a small port, that the original owners that it was originally an imperial garrison, but now the pirates use it as a port, and Lord Valius's war galley, the Ivory Kestrel, is kept in that port. And he says, it's we're not, the two of us are not going to be able to take a war galley. I mean, it's got 2 decks, and it's 125 feet long, 25-foot beam with a 6-foot draft. Galleys are mostly used to ferry stuff, and usually not that far off the coastline. The coast is usually in sight. But it does, there would likely be a number of rowboats available as well in the port. He says the one thing that he knows, and this is especially true when there's storms out at sea, is that the lagoon in this cave can be very tricky to pilot into, because there are conflicting and alternating currents, and anybody that's piloting a ship that's coming into the seaport cave, they could have a very good chance of crashing on the rocks. But he says currently there's no storms, so it shouldn't be that bad. He says I wouldn't recommend trying to swim in there. There's a strong undertow, but aside from that, there's no storm. So if we wanted to get out of there in a rowboat and row around the island, we could certainly try that.
Hold on.
Yep. No problem.
I heard almost everything you said except for the last few minutes, few seconds, because I was sneaking to the bathroom to pee, and you faded out. But I think I got the gist. Could he draw me a map, to get to the to the ship, and perhaps I could come up with a way to get him there.
So, you mean to get to the Ivory Kestrel, the war galley in the seaport? So yeah, he basically draws out a fairly basic layout in the sand, and essentially, Lord Valius is pretty well protected up in this in Fort Weimar, and he tells you that. Let me take a look at this. He tells you that this central staircase. So when you come in to the front gates of Fort Weimar, there is, of course, a large open area with a number of outbuildings that the various the troops would have. There's barracks and there's officers' quarters and things of that nature. There is a stairwell that goes up to the second, not really second floor. It is a very wide parapet that goes around the fortress, that on the corners are armed with catapults and ballista, and if you go all the way to the southern edge, it kind of comes down, and off center of the entire fortress is this staircase that goes down into the mountainside, and that's, unless you want to swim or get a rowboat, that's really the only way into the sea cave.
That's the way I plan on going.
Okay.
I just happen to be a very sneaky person, and I have full confidence in my ability to get to wherever the fuck I want. Could you draw me a map on where perhaps the Lord's vaults are, because if we're gonna make this happen right, we should definitely take his treasure.
So he tells you that there, and
He probably thinks I'm full of shit, but
yeah, he
whatever.
points out on the map. He says this would be the Lord Commander's manor, and I mean, he tells you that it's originally it was the house for whoever was in charge of Fort Weimer, and it is there have been numerous people over the years that have been kind of the Lord Commander of Fort Weimer, and I mean, it goes all the way back to quite a ways. The first person that was in charge of it was a knight named Sir Kellen, and Sir Kellen, did a fairly good job, but when Emperor Belusian Cestus decided to close the imperial port, he ordered Sir Kellen to recall all of his legion of troops to return to the capital city of Glaustein. And Sir Kellen refused the order. And so the emperor stripped him of his titles, and Sir Kellen at the time was fearful of further reprisal from the Empire, and so he and his men boarded their war galley and headed to the southeast. He says he's heard that they are actually operating as mercenaries way down in Erebachia. That's the rumor. But he says, Lord Valius brought his war galley in and took over. And if there is any treasure to be had, it would be in the Lord Commander's manor.
Okay.
He says he doesn't know if Valius has a vault, but he says if his own personal treasure would be kept there.
That's where I would like to go first. I will tell Phineas to wait here.
Okay.
And it's like, look, I happen to have a way I can open up a portal, and then when I do, I will stick my hand through and get your attention, and then just step through, and then you will be where I am, and I will use my stealthy powers to go look for this treasure that he might have, and then I will make my way down to the boat, and when I get down to the boat, I will summon you, and you and me will jump on a rowboat at night and try to get out of here in the darkness.
That sounds like a pretty excellent plan.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take the information that the half elf gave me, and I will step out of look real hard at the tent to get familiar with it on the inside here,
right?
And tell him just to hang out, and then I will go back invisible and make my way to the manor where I will begin my investigation of the pirate lord's treasure.
Okay, hold on here. I'm just setting up
because Boorman does not stay on target very well when you put shinies out about. But oh hell yeah, I'm gonna go try to steal this dude's shit while I'm here. Someone has to get treasure.
Right.
Yeah. People are studying and making scrolls and trying to get in the tower. I've got the key to the tower, I think. Or at least the key to get into the place that we need to get into to the magic shit. We're going to get reunited, and the DM is going to tell us that we had the power to enter the tower all along.
Maybe the real journey was the friends you made along the way.
Yeah.
That's right.
On here. Setting up some additional maps.
I'm just trying to get a good placement to where when I have to call for my homeboys and girls, that you guys can step through and be in a real opportune place to overthrow this place, or I will make it back to the Imperial City with the fucking mirror and the key, and then our vault back at home will have a lot of extra stuff in it. That something, or I'll die. And
Don't do that. No.
yeah.
Well,
So that's not on the list of options we want.
Right.
Sometimes
And I mean,
characters die.
sometimes they do, but you know,
That would be really hard to replace Boorman. All the levels and everything.
yeah. Well, just gotta bring another thief in. You know that
Okay.
with a lot of that.
Yeah, but then you might roll as crappy as I did.
Right. Man, that character generator fucking gave Phineas, because I was asking for a companion here, and so that was that. I had no idea how I'd meet him or anything. I've met him, but he got randomly generated, and he had good stats. So
All right. Give me
maybe that's a superior method, huh?
1 second, and I will be right back.
But I do really want to put the party back together as quick as I can.
Yeah,
I
this is
didn't get
pretty
tele-
crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've got the study center, so that grounds us to the Imperial City. Or I would have just opened up a gate, and you guys could have stepped through here. I could bring people to me, but we all, someone's got to carry the mirror, so that kind of makes a lot of difficulty. But
If we sent the broom through the mirror, you could cover a lot of ground.
ooh, I could probably make the trip back.
If you want it, just like, open it up again and ask. They're reading books and shit, so they don't have anything else to do.
That would be an easy way to get to the tower and all that too, but I really should just come back. Huh.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
What would Boorman do?
Boorman's gonna try to steal something because he feels fate brought him to this location, for a
One way to
reason.
look at it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I mean pirate lords, pirate steal. There's gotta be a lot of gold to be had.
All right. Time for some whiskey. Because
Okay.
it's Ireland somewhere. So, we will go back to the guys in the second floor of the Grand Vestibule.
Right.
Switch pages here. Page 248. So you get to the top of these stairs up onto the second floor, and you see that the second floor there's a hallway here. And you can see that the hallway has 3 doors on the north side and 1 door on the south side. The floor is stained hardwood and stone. The walls are stone, but the floor itself is like a dark stained hardwood. And there is a single gas lamp at the edge of the top of the stairs here that provides a soft light so that you don't basically go tumbling down the stairs. The spiral staircase does continue on up to a third floor.
More healing, please.
Yes, you certainly can get more healing.
Okay.
Before we go on to another floor and fight more things. Is that 2 hit points? Or 1?
No, I
don't think so.
That was my roll, sorry.
Oh, that was you rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get, okay, I gave you 3 back now,
3.
and then you probably need more than that. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. That puts me at half.
Oh, okay, 7. That's better.
Okay. It's about
I can
3
do
quarters now.
3. That's like all my heals. I think. Or
That's cool. That puts me up like a lot. Before I was like close to 10. Now I'm like I was bad before, so this is better.
we have, let's see.
And Dentri got really lucky when everybody swarmed him, so he's not great, but he's not bad.
We have one healing potion, one potion of serious healing, and I have cure serious wounds.
Hold on to what you got. We might need what we need when we need it.
Maybe we could sleep here. I don't know. Is there like a rule against sleeping at the library? Or
I'm sorry, what was your question?
is there like a rule against sleeping at the library tower?
No.
I mean, aren't there beds where we are?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's
you're not sure what's behind these closed doors.
Oh, right, yeah.
Hold on. I'm just.
We haven't done any exploring. But even so, resting is only going to give me back a D3, or is it a... Oh, wait, we're with the witch, so I might get a D6.
No, we're not. She's
Oh, we're
back
not
at the
with the
hotel.
You're right.
But I could do this. I could do the cure serious wound before sleeping, and then I'll have spell slots again. Once we get back up, if we can sleep here. So we should
No
look it
worries.
over. And see
We
if
can
it's
always
safe.
hopefully find a shop that has some... Oh, fuck me.
What?
I am very much not opposed to running away and getting healing potions and coming back.
Let's see if this is a thing Mavis can turn, but if it's not, then yeah. Maybe we should just walk out of here for a little bit.
I just realized, like, I haven't actually properly healed since the sewer.
Oh my god.
So there's only
Snake.
there are only two of these guys. Jackson, Mavis, Peppermint, and Dentri. Roll a d6. So Dentri is surprised.
Peppermint got a 1, Mavis got a 2.
And Peppermint and Mavis are surprised.
Sorry, y'all.
What does Jackson see?
They are not surprised. But they are pissy and unfriendly. So at the end of this hallway, you see two people. Well, I guess maybe people is not an accurate description. They are. Let's see. They are. They have the head of a snake, of a giant snake, and a scaly humanoid torso and arms. And so these are kind of like Yanti. And they are at the end of this hallway. It looks like they're trying to get into one of these doors, and they see you, and they are going to try to deal with you.
Snake charm
Roll
spells
initiative.
work on these things, or only actual snakes?
That's a good question.
I'm guessing it only works on like.
I would think it would
snakes.
just work on a regular snake. These guys are humanoid creatures.
But not shapeshifters.
But not shapeshifters. Correct. You guys can go ahead and roll initiative.
Fuck.
That's it.
The one guy who's not surprised rolls a 1.
Of course, you know. That's how it is.
Maybe we should have turned around when Jack or when Boorman got vaporized. Like,
So Dentri is surprised. So the snake persons Damn. Okay. They 30. That's as far as he can move. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as he can move. They're not going to be stupid enough to. They're not going to be stupid enough to dash. They are carrying, of course, short swords with them. Peppermint is surprised. Mavis is surprised. All right. Whoop. All right, Jackson. What do you want to do?
Okay. I don't like them. I don't like they decided to rush us. And so yeah, I'm gonna do what I does. I'm just gonna move up and go for hopefully a killing blow right out the gate on this first one.
All right.
Although I tend to give people a chance to walk away, but they rushed us, so no walk away chance given.
Right.
How's a 13 look?
Hold on just a second. All right. 13.
Taco 14.
That hits.
Yeah. I forgot Jackson's taco went up.
Nice. Yeah, that's always a good
Or
time.
down or up or whatever you call it.
Right.
9 points.
All right. Okay, so Jackson opens up and slashes this this Yuan-Ti across the chest, and it kind of hisses and stumbles back. Dentri, what would you like to do?
Oh, now we're at the start of a new round.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
at the surprise round.
Okay. Dentri will move up next to Jackson. Be like, I like what you did there. Let me do it too.
Ooh.
Soft 20.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
10 points myself.
Damn. So this Yuan-Ti is hurting. Yeah, Dentri comes up and slashes across, turns that slash that Jackson did and makes it into an X across this Yuan-Ti's chest. I know that the reason why they called him Snake Person in the referee's time is because Yuan-Ti is copyright of Wizards. But Snake Person just doesn't roll off the tongue. It's just
Yeah.
and all the other ones work. Like instead of Mind Flare, they're called Mind Lashers, and instead of Beholder, they're called Eye of Terror. You know, things like that. But Snake Person just doesn't feel right.
Just think about Bird Person.
Yes, a bird person. Yo, Tammy. So Snake Person is what do they have? So this is the first time I've actually used a Yuan-Ti in this game. So
They could have gone for like Serpent Kind or something.
yeah, right. I don't know. I might have to come up with a name for what Yuan-Ti are in Braunhaven, just because I don't like Snake Person. He's going to lean in and try to bite Jackson.
Okay, well, he's at a -2 with Dentri there.
That is true. It doesn't
Not
matter.
that it matters.
He's not going to work with his bite anyways. This one is going to. He's going to try and bite Dentri.
Ouch.
Ooh.
What's their Thaco?
14.
Shit. That's gonna hit.
Oh,
So, yes, he leans in and gives Dentri a big ol' hickey. Only doing 2 points of damage with his fangs, but
Uh,
Dentri can feel venom injected into his bloodstream. Dentri needs to make a save versus poison.
no.
Oh shit!
fuck my life.
Oh, a nat 1. Dentri turns pale white, starts sweating,
And dies.
and will die in 1 turn in 10 minutes. So basically,
Unless
at the
you
end
do
of this
that.
combat, Dentri's gonna cack it.
What do we do to make him not do that?
Well, there are some things. Of course, I believe.
My best saving roll, and I just tanked it.
Let's see. So, let's see. I want to. Oh,
We might have to go to sleep and have me like revive you after I wake up. It really sucked though.
let me look at. That's a good question. So my first question is about potions. I don't think you have any that would work, but let's see here. Our audience.
I was gonna say if it was like a limb, just chop the limb off. Just chop the limb off, but they got me in the neck.
Right. Yeah, just cut off my head. I'll be fine.
Oh wait, I got a miracle cure potion.
Oh, the ointment. Yeah, wasn't that the?
And then I have an unguent ointment too, and it says it cures poison.
That would work. Yeah, if you rub some of that on the neck hole, that this guy punctured into his neck, that would cure the poison. Yes.
Okay.
There's also,
Mavis
of course,
will have to
there's a slow poison spell. There is. Let's see. There is slow poison. So slow poison. I don't know. Slow poison is kind of ridiculous. So, it would last for 1 hour per level, and it would, as long as Dentri would have been under the subject of a slow poison spell, and has more than 1 hit point, the slowed poison essentially would not do anything. But if he was killed by the poison, the slow poison spell would allow him to be revived, as long as he had died within 1 turn. I thought there was like a cure poison though.
I think it's remove poison.
Maybe.
I thought it was like cure disease also did poison, something like that.
Yeah, some of the cure spells do multiple things. It's not remove poison. I don't know. Let's see. Cure disease. No, cure disease doesn't do it. However, here's an interesting thing. Cure disease will kill green slime instantly.
That's cool.
Yeah, who knew that? I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I guess the unguent is the best route to go. Unless you just die and then can be revived with a slow poison. So, anyways, that is what happened there. What does Peppermint want to do?
Peppermint wants to attack.
Oh,
Let me get.
wait! I just had another idea. Maybe it is negate poison. Maybe neutralize poison. There it is. So neutralize poison is a 4th level cleric spell, I believe. Neutralize the effect of poison on a character. A character who has died from poisoning can be revived if neutralize poison is cast within 10 rounds. Items. Remove poison. Oh, you can remove poison from an item. So like a sword or a dagger or whatever that's been coated in poison, you can neutralize it on there. That was the one that I was thinking of. I personally think neutralize poison is a better spell than slow poison. But I think the difference between the two is that I think slow poison is like a 2nd level spell versus 4th level.
Yeah.
So, at least with slow poison, it gives you time, I guess, to try to deal with it.
Alright, so I'm swinging that battle axe, and I rolled a 19. There's some stuff to add to that, but I'm sure that.
Yeah, that would be so. That would be a 21 total. That is a hit. Nobody gives my man a hickey other than me.
That's right, damn it.
So 6 points. Yeah, Peppermint comes up and gashes this other one's chest with her battle axe. Mavis, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna rub onion on the neck hole.
Oh, you got bit by a snake? Here, have some Vicks Vapor Rub. You'll be fine.
All in there. It's pretty gross, but someone's got to do it.
Okay, so yeah. Hold on just a sec. What was the name of that engine? You remember? I know.
I just wrote magical.
I created it. I can't. Well, I didn't create it.
These are magical onergen, and then I wrote next to it: ointment cures wounds, disease, poison.
Right. Hold on. I just want to read. Here we go. Ointment of ultimate healing. Is that?
Maybe? That's probably it. Yeah.
Greasy salve comes in small jars, approximately 3 inches in diameter and 1 inch deep. The ointment is useful for drawing poisonous toxins, curing disease, or healing wounds. When rubbed on a poisoned wound, or if steeped in hot water and drank, it will detoxify any poison or cure any disease. Rubbed into a wound or on bruised portions of the body, it will heal 1d12 plus 2 points of damage. Each jar is good for 5 applications. So you got 4 more in this jar. And yeah, you rub it in, and Dentri is no longer poisoned. He still looks like shit, but he'll start to feel better here in a moment. Jackson, what would you like to do?
More beheadings.
Yes.
Or attempted beheadings. Because I don't like these snakes. They almost killed one of us.
A 16 is going to hit. Oh! And Jackson runs the snake person through, and he stabs and brings his sword up, and kind of halfway bisects this Yuan-Ti. Dentri, what would you like to do?
Not to be outdone now that I am feeling human again.
Are you feeling human or orc?
Orc. Not to be not feeling alive again.
That is going to hit. Or 9. Ouch. Yeah, so you swing and, cut another gash into this Yuan-Ti, and it is not looking completely healthy. In fact, I think it probably needs to make a morale check. And it succeeds. It's going to be in it to win it. It is going to try to bite.
I totally forgot a thing. Go ahead, do your thing. I just forgot a thing.
Oh,
So
it's going to try to bite Dentri again. And it succeeds.
what did it roll? It gets a -2 on that. I forgot about that because I have my displacer cloak.
That's right. So that
I
would
totally
make
forgot
that
about that.
13. Maybe he doesn't hit. That is correct, sir. No, he misses with a 13. His fang bounces off of your shoulder armor this time. Peppermint.
I'm gonna roll again. Okay. Nine to hit. I don't think hits.
Is she Thaco of 17?
Yes.
Yeah, no, a 9 is a miss. Narrowly, though.
All right.
She almost hits.
Okay.
Mavis.
Let's see here. Nobody else is poisoned, so maybe I should run. Should be able to make it over to them. Okay. 11.
And she's Thaco 17, right? That hits.
Yeah. Oh, okay. 36 plus 3. Okay. 4.
Yeah, Yanti don't have very good armor because they insist on walking around shirtless all the time, doing a Hasselhoff, you know. They all act like they're on Baywatch or some shit. So yeah, Mavis brings her hammer down and hits this guy in the clavicle. Jackson, what would you like to do? Mr. Jackson?
Oh shit! Sorry, had a whole just space out moment.
No problem.
Just
I do that
literally
frequently.
where am I?
My
Jackson.
allergies have been real bad lately, and my wife got me some Benadryl, and I only ever take Benadryl at night because it's going to annihilate me, right? It puts me into a coma. I took one of those damn pills, and within 10 minutes, I was out. I was done. Probably the best sleep I've had in a couple of weeks. For some reason, my allergies have been acting up at night, and my eyes itch so bad that it wakes me up. I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, it's bad. Jackson, what would you like to do here?
I guess I'll move in if there's a way to squeeze in, and I'll just
I would say
jump
so.
this person.
I would say so.
And I'll move in here and continue to jump this serpent snake person.
Oof.
And fail.
Oof.
And I'm like, you know what?
So
you guys are doing fine.
Jackson kind of comes in and tries to run the snake person through, and just it's too narrow, and the snake person just kind of dodges. Dentri.
Dentri wants revenge.
That is a hit, for sure.
And Dentri is gonna get it.
Ooh, yes. Dentri just brings that bastard sword straight down on top of this snaky head, and then just kicks the snake off of his sword with his boot, and it is done. So these rooms,
and then I hug whoever wiped that saving thing. I make thank you. I thank you profusely. You are a gem. Thank you.
So these rooms, this closest room here. Why does my mouse keep disappearing? It's so weird. Oh, there we go. So, this first room here, there is a brass plaque on the door that just simply reads Gaston.
Wait, the one closest to us? Is that what you said?
Yeah, this door here has a brass plaque on it that reads Gaston.
What room were they snake people trying to get in?
They were trying to get into this last room. That room has a brass plaque on it that reads Bartoni and Leish.
What about the door to the south? Does it have anything on it?
The door to the south does not have a brass plaque on it at all. Mavis
Is
was,
it locked? Oh, sorry.
Mavis would have passed this door. It has a brass plaque on it that says Ferrentier. And the door, the south door, the door is not locked.
Okay, I want to open it because it's the only door that doesn't belong to somebody.
So in here, you see that there are 4 single-sized beds arranged along the south wall, and they are neatly made. There is a small wardrobe and dresser here and here, and then there is a bookshelf in the corner. Holding a number of mundane texts on the art of arcane science, of spell casting, and treatises on different spell creation.
Does it seem like people have been in here recently, or is stuff all dusty?
It isn't dusty, but it doesn't look like anybody's been in here for some time. Like I said, the beds are all very neatly made.
Okay, I'll call out to my friends that there's some beds over here that maybe we can use to rest.
Go take a nap.
Yeah, this has been a hard day.
What does
We have
Jackson?
no idea what Boorman.
I mean, Dentri probably is up for a nap. I mean, Jackson's
Jackson's
beat to shit.
dying.
He could probably use a nap as well.
Yeah, I'm all for sleep. Like Jackson and Dentri just gonna cuddle each other and comfort each other. Like, we're so. Actually, no. Dentri gonna be like, so Peppermint. I know we're working on freeing you, and no pressure. How do you, what one for the road?
In the community bed. I don't know what orcs customs are about that. Do they loudly like?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They have no
Orc
modesty,
loving somebody's
probably.
gonna get a broken arm or something.
Klingons are different, right?
Right, yes. So, I mean, you still have these 3 doors to the north as well.
Okay, we'll kind of
Yeah, once
shove
we
Mavis
clear
out of the
everything, I'm
way.
down to sleep. But I'm not sleeping until we've cleared everything.
Go me first. It's the orc chamber for a while.
So this door is locked.
God, we're so screwed without Boorman or Laura, one or the
But
other.
these 2 doors are not locked.
Okay, I'll peek into the one the snake people were gonna look at Mavis well.
Okay. So this room was Bartoni and Leish was on the brass plaque. You see that there are 2 fairly large beds in here. Both are very neatly made. And you see that there is a wardrobe on the east wall that it's closed, but it doesn't appear like it has a lock. And there's a small dresser here as well. Why does that keep doing that? There we go.
I wonder what they wanted in here. I'll look in the dresser, I guess.
So in the dresser, you find that there are some, basically, I guess you could just say that they're neatly folded, like cotton, almost like, when I say cotton, more like a linen. And they're just basically they're underwear. They're what you would wear under robes.
Okay, I'm gonna blush and close the drawer.
Okay. And then, of course, there is the wardrobe. There is a small bookshelf here, and again, this bookshelf just has mundane texts on it. Nothing of real interest.
Okay, I'll look in the wardrobe.
Okay. In the wardrobe, there are a number of simple, just simple robes in like red colors, different different hues of red. But there is one robe that sticks out. I don't remember what this thing looks like. This robe that sticks out is just a plain white, like linen robe. Looks rather plain, but it doesn't match the rest of the robes that are in there.
Would it fit me?
Yes. Let's see here. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, whew, back out a bit from this because there's a lot of shit here. Yeah, it does fit you, but you are not able to perceive that it is special in any way. It
Okay.
just seems like
Well, I'm not gonna.
it just seems like a light, comfortable linen robe.
I'll put it back then. I don't want to steal.
Okay.
Mavis. Okay.
Hold on here. I am. Let's see. You don't have any arcane spellcasters right now.
I don't think so. Just a divine one.
Yeah, they're all back at the room studying. I will allow Mavis to make an intelligence ability check.
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just setting this up. Okay. So, what is Jackson and Dentri doing?
If we have we checked these other two rooms?
Not yet.
All right, well, we'll check this one right here with the red bed.
Okay. That door is locked.
Not anymore.
Uh. So you're just bashing the door down?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
clear that people have been here. There's no like hiding that a battle happened here and stuff.
Okay, so yeah, this is the brass plaque reads Gaston. You kick open the door, shattering the door frame, and in here you see that there is a neatly made bed here. However, roll another d6. You are very lucky. You see that there is a neatly made bed here. There are bookshelves that contain, again, a number of mundane texts on magical research and the history of the Glaucian Empire. And there is a lantern on the nightstand that is lit. Aside from that, I mean, there's a small dresser over here. What would you like to do?
Um, I'll let the I'll be like, hey, smart magic-y people, I got this door open. I'm gonna go look at this other room while you look at this one that had the door locked. And we will head to this door instead.
Okay. So this door is labeled Farontier on the brass plaque, and the door is not locked. Inside,
We go inside.
yeah, inside there is a neatly made bed. It is, and the bed is impeccably made. Like they really paid attention to detail. Um, like they almost went over it with an iron, is how neatly made this bed is. And
wow.
there is a bookshelf that holds a number of texts, including 4 spell scrolls.
Ooh.
Yep, I wouldn't know anything about that. So I leave the room. I go to them and go, this one's got those things you magic people tend to like in it.
And I will, let's see, magic and spell list on page 13.
Okay,
So
I'll go look at the spell scroll.
the first spell scroll isn't the one that I want. The first spell scroll, where's my magic user spells? These are arcane magic user spells. The first spell scroll is Burning Hands. Not to be confused with Jazz Hands.
All right, got that.
On here. This is a new spell. Throw it up here. Yeah, this is one of those spells that I couldn't believe that it wasn't included in the original, but I guess in BX, Burning Hands didn't exist. The next spell scroll is Shatter. And go. There is Shatter. And the next spell scroll yeah, that's a good one, is Tiny Hut.
Oh hell yeah!
In 5th edition, Tiny Hut is a fucking overpowered spell. Like, just ridiculously OP. Oh, you're in the middle of a dungeon and you need to take a long rest? No problem. Just cast Tiny Hut. You're now invisible, but you can see outside. Ugh. And the last spell Tiny Hut. The last spell is Ice Storm. There we go. So that is Ice Storm.
Ooh. All right, I got it.
Peppermint needs to roll a d6.
Got a 6.
Okay. No, you're fine. So Peppermint, in this room, Peppermint finds in the nightstand drawer with the lit lantern. She first of all she determines that the lantern is lit with a continual light spell, so it's always lit. Second, in the drawer, she finds an ornate silver medallion ringed with arcane symbols.
All right, time to get Mavis again to look at stuff.
Mavis can make
Good job.
an intelligence ability check, and Mavis does have the helm of read languages and magic, so, or rather, the hat.
Intelligence is 8. I can try and read.
You can tell that so the arcane symbols around the edge of this this medallion. Reading it, it sounds to you like it is similar to a knock spell.
All right. Wait, what are the symbols on again? Is it on a book or something else?
No, they are. It is an ornate silver medallion ringed with arcane symbols, and the symbols read like they would be a knock spell.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Peppermint try and figure out what it is.
She can make an intelligence check.
Okay, I have a better chance with that.
Wow, that's pretty good. So,
Yay.
Peppermint thinks that this is a key of some kind to something.
Cool. All right. What's locked though?
What's what?
So what is locked around here? Just that one door was locked.
So far, yeah. You haven't been up to the third floor yet.
Okay, I'm just gonna write medallion with knock.
Probably open
Yeah.
way to the tower.
Do we want to risk that? Maybe that is what it is. Okay.
I'm just saying there's possibilities, not risk or not risk or anything like that. That's you guys are gonna do what you're gonna do.
Gotta find like the instructions on how to open that door somewhere before we attempt it again, because that was disastrous.
Yeah, getting separated sucks.
So, before we close up for today, but I will place Boorman. Why is it not working? Come on. There we go. Boorman, you make your way up to Fort Weimer. And I assume you are invisible again.
Of course, yeah. There's no reason not to be.
Right. 189. So you make your way back into Pilotsville, and you go up those stairs, and you make your way up this rough cut, winding trail that winds around these granite mountains. And at the top of these mountains, first, how fast are you moving? Are you moving at your full movement rate up this 3-foot wide trail?
No, I'm taking my time and being cautious.
Okay, so it takes you a little bit longer, and every so often you find that about every 20 feet, there's a sconce that has been hammered into the mountain cliffside that is meant to hold a torch. But as you climb higher and higher, the winds are kind of picking up, and a lot of these torches are blown out. And so at night, this can be pretty dangerous, and you could see that if there is a storm or rains, this trail could become pretty slick. Luckily for you, it is a clear night. You can see all the way to the horizon line. There is nothing but clear sky. And you come up to the front gates, and there are these 15-foot tall wood gates, but they are as it is moving towards nightfall. The gates have been closed. What would you like to do?
Okay, you think I can climb it?
As a thief, you've got climb sheer surface, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to give it a whack, man.
Yeah.
You've got
You've
4
got-
out of 6.
Hey, there you go.
All right.
So, yeah, you are able to climb over this gate, and you are in a barbican. The outer walls are 20 feet tall, and they are made of granite brick. Inside, there are shorter walls that are only 15 feet tall, and there are stairs on the east and west sides that lead up to the towers. So it would be up to you which direction. There are another set of gates on the inside of this barbican that are 15 feet tall. These here.
Okay. I guess it looks like I have to go all the way around to go down, huh?
Yeah, this would be what Phineas was describing as the spiral staircase that leads down to the seaport cave below.
And the gates are closed behind me?
Yes.
I mean, to get down to this area down in here?
So these gates,
I guess there's a guardhouse there.
There's gates here that you climbed over. There are gates here that you would have to climb over. Both of these gates are barred from the inside.
But I'm not inside of the second gates, right?
Correct.
All right. I guess I'll try to climb it.
Okay. You want to make a... No, you are having some trouble climbing over this particular gate.
Okay. I'll walk around and try to see what's here.
Okay. So that... So this is a square lookout tower. It is 50 feet tall. The other lookout tower is here, and it is round. I don't know, maybe they just wanted to go for variation. But in here... Whew. This particular lookout tower, you are able to determine that there are about 11 guards in this tower. And you can hear They're talking. It sounds like some of these guards you could hear like the sounds of like a fork scraping on a tin plate, like they're eating, and occasionally somebody laughs.
And what is the door? Is there a door?
Yes.
Is it open?
No. At the top of the tower, you see that each of these towers there's a roof, but the sides are open, and there's a crenellation around it. Inside of that, just under the roof, there is a large bronze bell.
Huh. I
You
think I
resist ringing it.
yeah, I'm not gonna ring it. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I think I'll just if I wait long enough, they'll open the door for me. You know.
So you want to
That's-
go into this guard tower?
Well, I'm thinking that guard tower has stairs that go down into the area. I'm looking for the vault first, and then I'll
Gotcha.
try to go down the
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna
You're just gonna wait. Okay.
Yeah, and if they open the door, I just want to slip on in.
Okay. Well, we will go ahead and break here. And what the fuck? There we go. Let me give you guys some XP. So let's see here. 2, 3, 5. So there's 5 of you. 5. You each get 990 XP.
That's not me though, right?
No, that is you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm dividing it even. I mean, you're doing stuff, so.
It's 990. You said.
Correct. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought, well, I could, split XP. Boorman gets his XP, and I'm not going to do that. That's a pain in the ass. That's paperwork. We do this for fun, not for work.
But Phineas really hasn't joined the party yet, right?
Not yet.
Yeah, that's fine because
All right.
Phineas might get left out of everything.
Possibly, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I think Phineas may have some future potential.
That's cool.
All right. So I will see you guys next week at 12 o'clock. We will pick up with Boorman next week and his attempts to rob from the robbers.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night, guys.
Yeah. Night.